before God, so we can rule from Cape to Cairo. You must free mind before science, so we can rule our purpose land. I wanna know who owns the land. Who wanna know who owns the land? Okay, now listen carefully. Chinese are ruling the Chinese land. Japan is ruled by Japanese. England is governed by Englishmen. America is governed by Americans. So, Africa must be ruled by Africans. I wanna know who owns the land. We must rule from Cape to Cairo. We must rule our purpose land. I say, we want to know who owns the land.
fellow Ambazonians, good evening. Welcome to this very special presentation I bring to you today on the occasion of Ambazonia's first presidential election. I want to call it first because of the nature of it, the format of it, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time, Ambazonians actually went to the polls and casted their votes to choose a president for the next 3 years. And yours truly happens to be that president. Thank you for tuning in. I'd like to say good evening to all of you on Ground Zero. We learned Ground Zero has been very, very hot between yesterday and today. It is exciting, very exciting to hear that. Please, I urge you to go on and hit your share button. Go ahead and hit your share button. Let us quickly populate this platform. This is going to be short. This is going to be short as this is not an acceptance speech. It is just an acknowledgement, a thank you speech for all of you who supported my candidature for this presidential election. And of course, a word or two to the organizers, the Restoration Council, and of course ACA. And I wouldn't forget my own opponent in the name of Margaret Kisop. So that is why I am here today. I will not take any questions today. I will not take any questions today. That may be some other day, but not today. And I am not yet your president, so don't be worried about the national anthem. I hope you are not. But at least the flag will always be there. In the days ahead, we will be worried about the national anthem. So go ahead, ladies and gentlemen, and let us quickly fill the platform. Let us quickly fill the platform so that I can come to you with this broadcast. My phones are shut down. All right, so please go ahead, hit your share button. Let me see how many people are here at this moment. Okay, so please go ahead, hit your share button. Let us quickly fill the platform so that I can come to you with this impromptu presentation. All right, let me see what the numbers are looking like. Okay, I can see that the numbers are actually jumping to my liking, ladies and gentlemen. Please, if you are joining, go ahead and hit that share button so that I can do this as quickly as possible. Again, there will be no phone calls. No phone calls to this. Just go ahead, hit that share button, and let us quickly populate the platform. Let us quickly populate the platform. All right. So again, I am quite excited, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you today as your president-elect. We look forward to going to work in the days ahead, and there are some promising days ahead. And I am believing that with you all, every campaign promise that we put out there, we will fulfill them. 3 years is good time enough to get all of those things done, and if possible to see us getting to Boya. And I'm craving upon your indulgence to make sure that we do this together. We have to do this together. So again, I am just waiting for you to hit that share button. I see the numbers are actually jumping. Let's get it jumping. The moment I see 700, ladies and gentlemen, I will again begin presenting, doing this presentation. It is an impromptu presentation. This is not scripted. It is not written anywhere. Again, I just wanted to come out here to say thank you thank you to everyone out there who made this possible. It is a new era, a new dawn in Ambazonia, and I actually mean it. I actually mean it, ladies and gentlemen. La République du Cameroon should know that this war is never going to be the same again. It is never going to be the same again. We see the efforts, we acknowledge the efforts of our restoration fighters on the ground. Some people have been asking me, Secretary Chris, how about a lockdown? How about a lockdown? We now learn about the reason for the lockdown. Please, we encourage you to respect the lockdown. We encourage you to respect the lockdown. And those who flaunt the lockdown and meet with punishment, you will have yourself to blame. This is the beginning, ladies and gentlemen, of mayhem, of a hurricane on the ground. And I really hope that La République du Cameroon begins now to think of going to the negotiation table. I really pray they do so, because many people are about to lose their lives, not just in Ambazonia, in La République du Cameroon also. We have defended ourselves enough, and now it is tit for tat, ladies and gentlemen. They burned down one of our towns, which would cross over and burn their own. They kill one of our ours, we kill one of their own. We are not afraid to go to jail. We are not afraid to be labeled terrorists. We are not afraid, ladies and gentlemen, to do whatever it will take to free Ambazonia. Ambazonia must be free. It must be free. It will be free. And I think the moment is here. So please go ahead and quickly hit your share button before I come to you with my special presentation for the day. Go ahead, hit your share button. I am looking at the numbers here. In the meantime, let me see what you are saying here. Mary B, you are our most to take us to the promised land. All right, let's pray that, okay? Who is this? Mercy Freedom. Place Nanchop is useless now. Well, that is your that's your opinion. Fredo Paris Diamond, good evening, sir. You look good today, and congratulations for your results. Let us put high fire on the ground and prepare La République. Them never see anything yet. All right, time don't reach for them for see something. Atem King Patrick, I see you, sir. The Kongcho, yeah, I think the Kongcho, right. All right, Nicholas Alea, Kisito Bongjo or Bongcho, who fought so hard to destroy Comrade Chris, are licking their wounds. God is great. The German steel failed this time. It's not all the iron that the iron steel can grind. Okay, that's your opinion there. AJB man, please, I love this man. Okay, thank you. Amber Landa, President, thanks. Thanks for your courage and determination. Okay, Ping An, I see you. So liberation has finally come. Please hit that share button. I'm waiting for that. This is going to be a short broadcast. And also, if I may inform you, ACA is coming up right after this broadcast with a statement. I believe they have the official results of the election. I'm not sure, because I just got notice that they want to come up right after me. And so I believe they have the official results at this moment to come and present to you. So please hit your share button if you are just joining. If you are just joining, hit your share button. Let us quickly populate the platform. The moment I see 700, I will start talking to you. But again, do not forget, we are in a new dawn in Ambazonia. And I'm going to tell you why. All right, I see Agnes Apap, I see you. I see also Christian Kumbo, of course I can't mention you always here. Joel Wofa, good evening, President-elect. God bless you. Joy watching from Kumba. Okay, wonderful. Richard Abaiwe, congratulations to our new president. Okay. Zibote Service, congratulations, sir. I am watching you from New Jersey. Thank you, sir. All right. Also, Billy Takembeng, congratulations, he says. Populo Bado Gento, the time has come. Let's stand as one man, as one people, Tiboya. Yes, sir, that is the message. Okay, please, please. I see the numbers instead dropping. Please, if you have just joined, go ahead, hit that share button, hit that share button. Let's get this rolling. FMA lives long. That's somebody's name there. Ambazonians are encouraged. Respect the lockdown and ground zero. Stay home and be safe. All right. Wisdom Fed Gray. God will lead you. Thank you, ma'am. Tewa Free. Comrade Chris, I know the game changer, she says. Thank you. Victorine Adianji. We are with you, Comrade Chris. Thank you. Dan. We are now relieved as we see you there, Mr. President. Okay. Patricia Osiku. Congratulations, President-elect. Take us to Boya. Bless Chabzi Fozi. Hey, to our new interim president. God protect your presidency. Thank you. Bole T. No, Bole Tole T. Our God-choosing president. Now, I have problems when with some of these titles, ladies and gentlemen. God-choosing president. God this. We have been disappointed with a lot of that. Let us be humble and pray to God that whoever God has put in place, that God uses to transform this country. You know, I think that some of this social media activism and surrogacy makes this title climb into people's head, and they begin behaving the way we have seen for the past 6 years. That should never happen again. That should never happen again. That is why I am seated here in a jeans and not dressed in a suit. We are all comrades. We are all comrades, ladies and gentlemen. Comrade Chris, Comrade Ben, Comrade Julian, Comrade Victor, Comrade Susan. That's what we are. Comrades in arms. As Mandela would put it, comrades in arms. All right. So let me come to you right now. Please, if you join, go ahead, hit your share button. And again, I come to you in an impromptu manner, ladies and gentlemen. I am very, very grateful to all of you tuning in from Ground Zero, from the diaspora, Europe, the UK, the United States, Canada, Australia, everywhere you can think of. Yesterday was a great experiment for Ambazonia. The Restoration Council, the Electoral Commission of Ambazonia, for the first time organized a huge free election that saw representatives of all constituents in Ambazonia going to the polls to vote between two candidates who should become president of Ambazonia for the next 3 years. Again, that exercise, as you all know, took place yesterday. I am very excited. I am glad that you voted me, but that is not what matters right now. What matters is the spirit with which we run away with this. I would like to inform you that I received a message from my Gertrude Kisop yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. I received a message from my Gertrude Kisop yesterday thanking me for the campaign we conducted and conceding victory to my campaign. I'd like to thank her for the special grace with which she did so, and that is exactly what we all want in a democracy, and especially in a young democracy as our own, the one we are building. Again, we've had so many bad experiences with the leaders we've brought to power in the past years. But what happened yesterday and the response of my Gertrude makes a great difference, And after her message, I called my Gertrude also yesterday. We had a long conversation as to the way forward in our struggle. When I showed my Gertrude, she has garnered a lot of experience. She has been there from day number one of this struggle. She's done a lot in Mezam in particular. She is brilliant, she is courageous, and she is a fighter. And I promised her she will have, she and her running mate will have, and referring to Chairman Mas, they will have a place moving forward in this new government. And again, I appreciated the spirit in her, the spirit in her, the spirit she introduced that for the first time a candidate in our election. Actually, this is the first time you actually had more than one candidate contesting for elections in this interim government. Actually, this is not the first time. The very first one was when Sako was elected. There were other candidates, but then only the country and regional coordinators were voting, and so Sako had an easy ride. But the spirit with which my Gertrude came in yesterday is quite instructional, and I really hope that going forward in the subsequent elections, other candidates will learn. I thank her for the spirited campaign that she waged, and of course the debates that we conducted together. She did not win, we won, but I made her to understand, ladies and gentlemen, nobody won in this election. Ambazonia won. Ambazonia won. That is the message. If we claim that we won, I mean, if somebody is there saying that she lost or you lost, we still have a country to fight for. And if we are here thinking that we win, we still have a country to fight for. Whatever happened yesterday was a win for every Ambazonian, ladies and gentlemen. It was a win for all of us, be it my Gertrude's camp or my camp. It was a win for every Ambazonian, and I really like you to take this home. My Gertrude did not lose. She did not lose. She won by enhancing the process with her presence and participation. That's what happened yesterday. But I also like to thank my campaign team, and especially the chairman of the campaign team, Chairman Jackson. Chairman Jackson. Of course, I'd like to thank the women that also man it. Martengu out there, thank you so very much for the wonderful time. Of course, Comrade Vance out there in Norway, thank you very much. So I cannot name all of you, but you guys did a indelible job putting this campaign together and conducting it in the most dignified way. There were lots of attacks to and fro out there, but you choose the highway. You choose the highway, and it paid off. It paid off. We hope that going forward, many others will learn. They will learn from there. You choose civility in the midst of vindictiveness, in the midst of attacks, sabotage, in the midst of blackmail, and so on. You kept your focus and got the game going, and the results showed for it. The results showed for it. Thank you very much for the wonderful campaign that you all ran, and we are here. I'm talking here because of you, because of that great job. Now, I'd like also to thank the Restoration Council and the Electoral Commission of Ambazonia. You guys will recall that from the onset, there was a lot of to and fro. There were moments that people thought this election wasn't going to take place. But the Restoration Council pinned her leg on the ground and said the election must take place, the elections must go on. Eka was attacked day in, day out, and all kinds of accusations levied against Eka. But Eka insisted the elections must hold, and the elections held. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday, I'd like to thank the chairman of Eka in particular for doing a good job, and the vice chairman, Dr. Ngwambe. Thank you all, and of course, all the members of Eka for doing a great job. And of course, the Restoration Council too for refusing to compromise the modalities of the election. Ladies and gentlemen, we've gone a long way, a long way from voting for Sisiko, a handful of people voting for Sisiko in 2017, to a handful of people, just about maybe 10 people, countries and regions or so, voting for Sako in 2018. And then a handful of people, Restoration Council members, voting for Marianta, or call it Emmanuel Tita, a few months ago, to today, having the Restoration Council, countries and regions, LGHS, all of them coming together to vote for the first time. That was a big leap. That was a big leap. And doing this digitally, conducting these elections digitally, hitch-free. Bo Herbert was right, ladies and gentlemen. Bo Herbert was right. Who says elections cannot be conducted on the internet? We were witnesses yesterday. It went so well. The results looked good. No complaints at all. Everything went so smoothly. I'd like to thank again once more members of the Restoration Council for standing strong, and Eka for doing his job. Now, to those of you who say, ladies and gentlemen, that this is an internet government. This is an internet government. And I hear that a lot from some of you out there. You say this is an internet government. Ladies and gentlemen, this internet government, as you call it, has held La République du Cameroon spellbound for 6 years. This internet government has refused to allow the 2 cubes of sugar to dissolve. And going forward, this internet government will actually win independence for the southern Cameroons. No, ours is not an internet government. It is a real government carrying out warfare on ground zero, carrying out diplomatic efforts in the diaspora, raising funds and funding the fighters on ground zero. It is not an internet government. You can live and die in denial. That is your business. We will continue to do this. Call us names. We are making progress. That is all that we know. We are making progress. We will continue to make progress. We will continue to hold La République du Cameroon spellbound until Ambazonia is a free nation. No other route for that. All right, so that is it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I also would like to take this opportunity to actually, ladies and gentlemen, thank particularly Iya Marianta, Dr. Abongwa, the vice president, whom I will call a friend. We've been in this for a long time. We've been in this for a long time, doing everything we could to make sure that the struggle survives, especially when it comes to the previous regime of Samuel Ekome Sako. We stood together, we held hands together, and we spoke together, and we defended legitimacy together until yesterday, when these elections parted ways. I understand there was a lot of rancor during this campaign, a lot of attacks to and fro. Our campaign did the best to conduct this in the most civil and dignified way. You all were witnesses to it. But you were also witnesses to all the attacks and all the vilification coming from that other side. That notwithstanding, I am appealing to my brother, my sister, Iya Marianta, Dr. Abongwa. It is the moment we put the past behind us. This is the moment that we put the past behind us. I pray and I hope that you listen to the voice of the people, the voice of Ambazonians, the votes of Ambazonians, the overwhelming majority who are celebrating out there today for a change in this leadership. I ask you, please, let us move on. Let us move on. We all have a history to be written. Think about it. When your history is written, what do you want people to say about you? What do you want them to write about you? I am strongly appealing to you. Please, please, let us move on. In the coming days after the inauguration, I shall be, not just after the inauguration. In the coming days, I shall be placing a call to you and we will talk over this and move on. During this campaign, I preach and preach and preach about unity. And I think the word unity should become the new sermon topic that we all preach going forward. We must make sure going forward we are opopo, one man, one power. And that is the message I am carrying out to everybody. I am appealing again to Iya Marianta to consider the voice of the people and the vote of the people. And please, let us put the past behind us. You had this for 6 years. You did the best that you could do. Unfortunately, I guess that best wasn't just enough. But that is not a problem. We just need you to acknowledge that Ambazonian people have moved on with a different decision. We should move on together. We should move on together. I hope you hear me. And let us do so for the interest of our people. It is all about our people at this moment. They have suffered a lot and they continue to suffer a lot. No amount of grandstanding will take away their suffering. No amount of rhetorics will take away their suffering. But our joint efforts in joint action can actually take away their suffering. And that is the appeal I am making to Iya Marianta, Dr. Abongwa, to consider. But also, as I have said again and again, we want to see every stakeholder in this struggle come back into the fore and realize that not the leaders constitute the stakeholders in this struggle, but every single Ambazonian who is spending time and money to make sure that we win the war is equally a stakeholder. This is the mistake that has been made again and again. Everyone, if you are putting your money into this struggle all this time, you are a stakeholder. And this is the time we come together, put our heads together, and decide the way forward. In the coming days, I will be meeting with Comrade Akwanga, Comrade Ayaba, Comrade Dumfoin, Bohebet, and all the other leaders out there. We will sit down to chart a way forward to consolidate the gains we have already made so far in the 6 years of this war. It is my hope that within 1 year, starting the day I am inaugurated your president, we will begin to take our territories one after the other, and I mean it, ladies and gentlemen. I crave for your support. I crave especially for your financial support. Iya Marianta inherited nothing, unlike Sako inherited some money and institutions in this government. But Iya Marianta inherited nothing and did something. ladies and gentlemen, we have inherited nothing. Actually, we have inherited a minus account. We are not even zero. We are minus zero. That is why I am appealing to all of you. If you trust in me, you believe that I say what I mean. What I mean can only be realized when you put your hands in your pocket and support us, and support the struggle. So we will be doing so. We will be doing so. But in the meantime, I will be meeting with every leader. I've already reached out to some all over the place, all the way to South Africa, to Europe, and so on. I am reaching out to them. This work is not a one-man's job. And as I've always said, we should never forget. We should never forget. We are a peaceful people. We did not invite this war onto ourselves. La République du Cameroon brought in this war. The descendants, the grandchildren and great-grandchildren of EML Ndele, John Good Foncha, S.T. Muna, Augustine Gomjua, Bernard Fonlon, ladies and gentlemen, Ambassador Fosom, Mulali Tumbe, Albert Mukong, Pa Ndangam, Augustine Ndangam out there somewhere in the great state of Philadelphia, and I can go on and name. They came out 6 years ago and they said 60 years of colonialism are over. They demanded for justice, and instead of justice, La République du Cameroon gave them war. They gave them war, and war we receive, and war we are fighting today. We did not ask for it, and we are not reneging. La République du Cameroon has shown peace, shown justice, shown negotiations or mediations in the hope that we will cut and run. No, we will never cut and run, not after over 40,000 of us have died to pay the price for this. We will never cut and run, ladies and gentlemen. They also hope that they will imprison, they will arrest, imprison our people, torture them and kill them to our surrender, our capitulation. Again, that one is not going to happen. We are not giving up. We are not surrendering. We are not surrendering. They can take my word to the bank. In the coming days, I am going to sit down with my executive. Ladies and gentlemen, we will draw out a plan, what I call the roadmap that we will pursue for the next 3 years. And I want to believe the time that La République du Cameroon walked into our territory, kill our people, burn down our cities, burn down our hospitals and schools, that moment is over. It will be tit for tat. It will be tit for tat. You kill any Ambazonian, we will kill any Francophone we find first. You burn down our homes, we'll cross over to your village and burn down your homes. You burn down our hospitals, we'll make sure we cross over and burn down your hospitals. If Ambazonians cannot sleep at peace in the night, there is no reason La République du Cameroon citizens should sleep at peace in the night either. That should never happen again. We did not ask for war. We did not declare war. We asked for justice. We asked for liberty. And they brought war. We will take war to La République du Cameroon. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean what I say to you here. I mean it. I am really much wounded here. Very, very much wounded. And I believe if you are wounded out there, you will stand with us. Enough is enough. 6 years of killings. And somebody said we should defend ourselves. We are not defending ourselves anymore. We are taking the war to them as they took it to us. And do not think that we are scared of going to prison over this. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. In fact, this government you call internet government has taken this code to everywhere. To the halls of Congress in the United States. To the halls of the House of Commons and the House of Lords in the UK. To the halls of the Commonwealth. To the United Nations in New York. To the African Union. We have taken it everywhere and every to the International Criminal Court. We have taken it there. We are not scared of one thing. We are only scared of failure. We are not scared of facing our enemies. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the appeal that I make, an appeal for unity. Unity, and I will lead the train. Again, I will lead that unity train all over the diaspora Ambazonians. We will lead that train. We were planning to hold an all Ambazonia Congress in the months, in a few months, in 2 months or so, but we realized that winter will soon be here and nobody wants to be traveling in that weather. And so in the coming months, we shall be calling an all Ambazonia Congress, an all Ambazonia Congress, to have everybody who can make it from across the globe to come together. Let us put our heads together and make sure that we are on the right footing, we are on the right path. That will bring much needed unity, collaboration, cohesion from within. And a lot of people will not like that. But I'm telling you, the international community will like it. That is what they want to see. We will do it. Now let me address, ladies and gentlemen, our AROFs, the school situation, and of course, other things that we plan to do for the restoration fighters. I like our AROF, the restoration fighters, to know that this new interim government, unlike any other one, we have your backs. You can look at me eyeball to eyeball, every fighter, every camp on the ground that is doing the right thing. We have your backs. We have your backs. In the coming months, or in the coming weeks actually, I'll be sitting down with all county leaders and all security chiefs from all the counties. We want to see we can put in place a system that rewards every fighter on the ground with a monthly stipend. Again, we will put down a system that rewards every active fighter on the ground with a monthly stipend. I think this is very, very, very necessary, because I realize that most of these fighters, they have children too. They have wives. They have responsibilities, just as every one of you and me. We need to take care of their families. We shouldn't have to wait until when they are killed and then we'll begin to rush around looking for where their wives or where their children are. Let us begin to put down plans and actually get them actualized to begin on a monthly basis to take care of our fighters. Just imagine, should this war last for the next 10 years, 15 years, you think these people will just be fighting and dying for nothing? We have to start. Ambazonians, if we are serious, let's think about this very seriously, of beginning to give them some monthly compensations. And compensation or stipends. And again, I shall be sitting down with all the county chiefs and their security chiefs. We will look at what each county can do and what the central government can do to subsidize whatever the counties can raise in that regard. We will strategize and draw the plans how we can realize those funds to take care of our fighters on a monthly basis. It is one thing I want to see done, and that is why I am saying to every fighter out there, we here in this government, we have your backs. We have your backs. Now, let me say this. One thing that we will not condone, one thing that we at this government will not condone is the tendency to want to build warlords on the ground. There have been too many complaints already on the ground of kidnapping, ransom takings by some opportunistic fighters who claim to be amber fighters, but who launch these attacks upon our people just to get rich quick and pretend they are fighting the war. We will not support the idea of warlords anywhere in Ambazonia. We are very much for cooperation, unity among our fighters. We think that a county by county chain of command with collaboration, with inter-county collaboration will be a great way to make sure that we maintain order and discipline on the ground. We will not support the idea where a fighter leaves a camp in the Indian and go to a camp in and go to Mamfe in the name of fighting, cause havoc there, and gives the response and renders responsibility to nobody, and goes back to Indian and just goes away. We want our counties' defense forces to be organized with a chain of command. Then when need be, those inter-county forces can collaborate. Manju should be ready to call Libialam. Libialam should be ready to call Batibo or Momo, and so on and so forth. Meme should be able to call Fako. Fako should be ready to call Meme. And Mezam should be ready to call Momo. Right? Just like that, ladies and gentlemen. That is what it should be. And that is the vision that we are bringing on the table. As far as schools resumption is concerned, we stand by the lockdown that our restoration forces have imposed on the ground, ladies and gentlemen. We stand by them. We stand by them. And if you defy their instructions and think that you can go about business as usual and get wounded, as I saw yesterday between Kumba Boya Road, I believe, please, don't try. Don't try. Don't try. We stand behind that action. We stand behind that action, and we encourage the fighters to continue to do what they are doing. Just make sure that innocent people do not have to suffer for anything. No harassment, no kidnapping, no ransom taking, no abduction. Respect our own people who are also going through the same suffering as you out there in the bushes. Please, that is our message to the restoration fighters, ladies and gentlemen. And now, to all the promise that I made to you during my campaign, ladies and gentlemen, what I brought to you were carefully scripted. I mean, what I brought to you as campaign promises, they were scripted. They were not campaign rhetorics that I was bringing to you. They were not. Again, I promise you that every campaign promise we made, we will do the best that we can. With your support, with your financial support particularly, to realize those promises. If we cannot realize them to your satisfaction, vote us out. And I promise you I won't hang in here one more day if you vote me out. I wouldn't hang in here one more day. You can save these recordings if you vote me out, ladies and gentlemen. But again, I'm saying to you, we will do all of these things depending on your ability to support us. We stand for transparency, accountability, ladies and gentlemen. So, I will end it here. I promise this was not going to be long. The inauguration will be taking place at the weekend, and after the weekend, I will come to you with an elaborate speech and also be able to take questions from you. Thank you. Thank you so very much for staying put, watching, and listening to me. Again, do not touch your remote, do not go away. The chairman of ACA, is coming up right after me. The chairman of ECA is coming up. I believe he's coming up with the details of the results. He is coming up with the details of the election results from yesterday. So please don't go anywhere. Don't touch your remote. He will be right here after 1 minute. God bless you all.
Yes, this is Eka.
Elections Commission of Ambazonia.
Fellow Ambazonians, greetings and God bless you wherever you are viewing from. Today, the 7th of August 2022, is another day of joy, another day of hope. And Eka comes to you with a message of hope, the long-awaited message is at last here with us. It is a little bit not easy for everyone to be here at this hour, but mind you, the Restoration Council is here, the Election Commission of Ambazonia is here, and the entire public of Southern Cameroon, at home and abroad, the international community as well, here listening. As you continue to populate the platform, call others in, let me give you the route up to the 6th of September. Ladies and gentlemen, our restoration fighters, this our freedom fight has come a long way under the mighty supervision of the Restoration Council of the interim government of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. And on the 6th of June 2022, the Restoration Council of the interim government of Federal Republic of Ambazonia announced the election date. Following that election calendar of events, August the 4th was deadline for the declaration of candidacies and submission of relevant files of documents. From the 4th to the 11th, the Election Commission of Ambazonia went to work tirelessly reviewing all of the files, the candidates and the presentations that candidates submitted. Struggling to meet with the deadline, not to take a minute from the qualified candidates' campaign period, which was slated to begin on the 11th of August 2022, ECA works day and night to scrutinize, put things together, and see with a listening ear to all complaints, irregularities, advance, and the rest of insightful utterances out there. Was in that light that the Elections Commission of Ambazonia finished work on the files and declared the successful candidates on the 10th, breaking to the 11th, so that all the candidates could get into their election campaigns without losing a minute to ECA. As the officials' campaign began, we moved the long way to the programmed debates. It would surprise you that though the debates held one of the three contestants. Excuse me, please. One of the three contestants missed it or backed out. We have come a long way, and on the 1st of September 2022, the second debate took place effectively. Again, on the 5th of September 2022, at midnight, campaigns closed and the polls were declared open for 6th of September 2022 from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Amber time. Dear anxious listeners, it was a history-making event. Again, our love for democracy has shown to the world that our democracy is a budding democracy. And we have scaled many, many hurdles and obstacles along this road. This day, a sigh of relief can be heard all over, and readiness to engage the next phase of our elections. The results is here and now to be released. To all, especially the international community, following the 2022 Ambazonian presidential elections, we'd like you to know that Ambazonia, with a total population of over 8 million people and a land area of approximately 43,000 square kilometers, conducted a presidential election on the 6th of September 2022. And for memory's sake, this is the fourth election since 2017. The electorate comprised of representatives of the local government area of Ambazonia, the diaspora, country, and regional representatives, or regional coordinators, the Ambazonia Restoration Council. It should be noted that after organizing preliminary elections with their electorate from the LGAs to the country and regions to vote the president of their choice, these representatives were delegated to cast the final vote of their constituencies. Thus, these votes were representative of the various constituents that make up the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. Down to business, the poll lasted for 2 hours, 10 minutes, and the results obtained were as follows. as voted by the representatives of different constituencies, out of the registered voters of 74, total votes cast were 64. Null votes were 10 in number. And the voting time was 2 hours, 2 hours 50 minutes. A percentage of votes cast is 86.5, and null votes amounted to 13.5%. Serial number 1, candidate's name that continued in this race. 1. Christopher Fobene Anu. 2. Ma Gertrude Kiesel. The number of votes for each candidate. 2 for Ma Gertrude and 62 for Christopher Anu. Percentage base on vote cast, 96%, 96.8. Let's just get that straight. Total electorate percentage is 83.75 for Christopher Anu, 2.75 for Margaret, and the total percentage for each candidate was thus: 3.2% for Margaret and 96.8 for Christopher Fobene Anu. On this wise, Christopher Fobene Anu is hereby declared in this order. The official winner of the 2022 presidential election for Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia, with Alfred Njini as Vice President of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. Fellow Ambazonians, that long-awaited moment has come, and as God will have it, the news which has already been on the air is breaking, and breaking officially. So permit the family of the Restoration Council the family of the Election Commission of Ambazonia, and the entire population to give special thank you to all registered candidates, all qualified candidates, and those that ran the race to the finish. Having graduated from aspirant to contestant to candidate, Christopher Fobeni Ann has graduated to the rank of President-elect. Receive the people's congratulations. Vice President-elect, receive the Ambazonian people's congratulations, and ECA hereby presents to you the 2022 Ambazonian Presidential Election Winners Certificate. We, the election commissioners of the Election Commission of Ambazonia, ECA, for President and Vice President of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, for and at the general presidential elections held on Tuesday, August 6, 2022, September 6, 2022, pursuant to the Constitution of the Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia, the tour of the Restoration Council, which council is the highest legislative arm of the interim government, certify that the following candidates for president and vice received the following votes, or the aforementioned votes, at the just ended presidential election for President of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. In testimony whereof, I have set my hand and seal on this 7th day of September 2022 in the year of our Lord. Signed, Reverend Dr. Nchang Michael, Chairman, Elections Commission of Ambazonia. Can you break the noise with a joyful sound out there? Before I come back to wrap up, sound engineer, please. Let the Ambazonians hear the sound from Mount Paco, Boya, to Mount Oko in Bui, to Ako and Idaba. All right. Thank you, Ambazonians. We have a leader. Our democracy has moved to another level. The nation of Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia, has got a package to present to the September session of the United Nations General Assembly meeting. These people will need your prayers. They will need your support, all-round support, and all Ambazonians, all restoration movements for the total liberation of Southern Cameroon, Ambazonians. Let's get together and free motherland. Let's get together and allow the showers of blessings from the Lord Almighty water the land, stop the bloodshed, stop the hate, and bring the joy that is needed. Let us talk, and let me just say that my best policy is honesty, and I must be transparent, to speak out and take the right side of truth, justice, for peace to reign. We must do that together. We must go to the mountain, maintain our integrity, trustworthiness, like Archbishop Fulton Jeshin. Let us submit to you, fence sitters, church, spiritual authorities in particular, the electorate, the contestants, and the campaign managers. You did a wonderful work, and we know that some people who try to live in denial of our democratic inheritance and practice cannot refuse. They should accept that refusal to take sides on great moral issues. Such refusals are as dangerous as the devil's agents and schemes. That it is a silent acquiescence to evil if we remain quiet in times like this and not go celebrating with this news and praying and counseling others to come back. It should be noted that the tragedy of our time is that those who still believe in honesty, they lack the fire and the conviction. And that those who believe in dishonesty are full of passion, passionate conviction. On the contrary. Therefore, I counsel you all to watch, to come out of neutrality, stand out, speak out for transparency, for justice, for fairness, and for equal rights. I assure you that if you do, peace will reign supreme as it is reigning, while corruptors and corruption will dissipate and disappear before the swearing in of our president-elect. God bless you. Long live Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia. Your anti-corruption and transparency servant is an advocate for freedom, and we have given him that mandate to lead us for 3 years. 3 years, beloved, in the God-ordained struggle are years of blessings, years of emphasis, years of resurrection, of hope, of joy, and of bless. Go therefore and tell it up the mountain, down the valley, everywhere, that the Lord, the Prince of Peace, has done it for us at last, and that no one needs to run and fracture themselves where we are striving to bring all to the fruitful and blessed land of southern Cameroon's Ambazonia. God bless you once again. History has been registered. Continue to be a history maker, for if you do not know where you are coming from, your oppressors will write your history for you. Ambazonians have grown to maturity. We are writing our history. We are making our democratic strides. And I trust that in the very nearest future, all and sundry will be going to the polls in subsequent presidential elections. Catch you again on that equal day of swearing in.